Hi, Richard here, Everybody eBikes, the home of inclusive cycling. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I thought I'd just give you a bit of a behind the scenes look at what goes on in our workshop. When people come to the shop here, they see the test ride area that they can ride in. They see the showroom where they're going, but they don't normally see what goes on behind the scenes in our workshop, where we're not really a standard bike shop. So I thought, being specialist electric bike business, we'd show you a bit of what we can do in the workshop. So come on in. So firstly, this is our battery testing and charging area. We have a special battery tester that we purchased that prints out results when we do battery tests, so people can get an idea of what the actual battery capacity is, and we can test the batteries. We have all the different types of standard chargers. There are some that we still don't have, but the standard chargers for batteries, so we can recharge and test batteries, and lots of different cords for different types of batteries that we have to connect to. So just one of the things that we need when you're doing specific electric bike stuff. Another thing that we're specialised in and we're known for is the customization and adaptations that we can do to things. So in this case, we've got a backrest panel that bolts onto the back of our Trojan family, but we've got all these clamps and things here that we've assembled to put together this backrest. That requires lots of different parts, lots of different bolt sizes. So this is a range of some specialized parts, but also all of our standard different M3, M4, M5, 6 different sorts of bolts. We have, you have all different lengths of these bolts. So we have lots and lots of, it's much quicker for us to have the bolts of the right size rather than having to cut bolts and scrabble around and try and find the right bolt. So we have quite a wide range of bolts that allow us to do the sorts of fabrication and the sorts of modifications that we need to do. So just an example of what sort of spares you have to have. These are two of our where we do the bike builds. So as you can see, full sets of all of the tools you need to do the work we need. All the stands have electric bike stands because of the weight of electric bikes. We need to be able, and the trikes, we need to be able to lift them up. You can see here we also have specialized trike stands that we've modified. We bought these from America, but then we had to modify them to fit our trikes so that the guys can, the mechanics can work on the trikes, at a good ergonomic level and get access to all of the trikes as we build them. So again, just another example of the sort of stuff you need to have when you're handling trikes and large bikes like this. If we come down here, then this is our basically where we do our electrical work. So we have a lot of tools to do with crimping of all the little cables and things that go into when you're building up bikes, the different plugs and sockets and things. So we have a dedicated area for doing our electrical work when we're doing electric stuff. Down here, because we do modifications, making little brackets up now and then, modifying things, we have this dedicated area in here where we can contain metal scraps and filings and things like that. And we just got some tools that allow us to do the again, to make up the brackets, and having it all down here keeps the metal and everything away from the rest of the factory or the rest of the business. So yeah, as you can see, we need a lot of parts because of what we do here with all the different sorts of modifications we do. We need a lot of different parts and things to allow us to build what we build. Here's just a quick example of the sort of thing that we can do. We've fitted a seatbelt onto this Trojan family passenger trike. We have all these parts in stock, the little seatbelt buckles, we have the belt material. We then attach these to the rail on the back here, and with our own, these clamps are designed by us in different sizes. This is a 12mm clamp, this is a 19mm clamp here, and all the brackets. So all of this stuff, we design it, we get it made, and then we put it together here on site. And there's even just in that little bit there, you've got the buckle, this buckle, the material, all the different bolts, everything takes lots and lots of parts in everything we do. And it might look simple, the end result, but we have to have all of these things in stock. We have to know where to buy them from, and obviously then we have to store them and be able to track them. So there's a lot of bits and pieces that go into these modifications, even though they might look simple and everything works at the end and people think, oh, that's great. There's a lot of research that's gone into getting these parts ready. So that was just a quick show, tour of the workshop and what happens behind the scenes. Thanks for watching.